and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So, being a bit late on this one, I'm going to dive into what's going on with DigiDaigaku in terms of its potion crafting adventure. So this is the sort of latest stage on this sort of mass game theory of DigiDaigaku, where you sort of get these NFTs and you sort of create new ones out of stuff that's airdropped to you. So this is the most complicated one so far. I have to admit, I haven't really looked into it in great detail, but we'll see how we get on. So we're going to do the DigiDaigaku craft quest. Starts now. This is the start of the villain's journey. So we've had the heroes was the sort of last drop. Now we're going to craft a villain potion or a super villain potion. We're going to destroy our dark spirits, and we should have looked through the recipe list, but yeah. So we're going to start off here. So we're going to show me. Hopefully, it's looking at my. Okay, so these are the ones I can craft. So I can craft, these are the villains. There are 4 different combinations on this one. So I can have a Mystic Coal Glyph, a Ice Glyph, or a Corrupted Skin. And there are different variations, so I think we cycle through these. These are the classes. So if I click on this one, so the options are, because I've got 2 dark spirits. So that's sort of, I've got 2 dark spirits and 2 dark heroes, so that's sort of the option here. So if I click that one, and obviously if I do the same serial number, so the reveal type is a super villain. That's what I get from. Dear, let's click on that again. So this is telling me this is the sort of telling me what's happening. So I get a super villain because I'm using burning both. I get one of those second in command. I get a Mystic Coal Glyph. I get dual weapons, quality weapon 1 A, weapon 2 is a B. I get Moon and Birds, positive stroke, and calligraphy color red. So I could equally go, well, let's do this. Do I get the same thing there? That's interesting. What does it say facing left? Okay, so if I move, get a little thing that says facing left, and so it doesn't look like that changes very much. So we could obviously we could go. Okay, so if I just burn the dark hero, I just get a villain, not a super villain. This is his class. He only gets 1 weapon. It's a C grade, and that happens there. So not so bothered about that. This one. I get a corrupted skin and a C. It looks like the same, because obviously what's happened is both of these dark spirits have been created from the Genesis, and both of the dark heroes dark heroes have been created from the hero character. So because of that, there's not that much variation on these. If you were really into it, I suppose you'd be going out and on the marketplace and buying ones that hadn't been airdropped to you at least. Then you get more variation. So I think the thing is sort of pretty obvious for me. I think because I don't want a villain, I want a super villain. And I'm going to combine the ones that have the same serial number, because that's the basic game theory. If I was sort of clever and was buying other stuff, I could do other things. So I'll add that one to the cart, and now the combination is I could do the same thing. So I've basically locked those ones in. Those 2 have gone effectively into this interface, and then I could either use up the 2 remaining ones I've got, the remaining dark hero and the remaining dark spirit, to create this super villain, or I could get 2 villains. So I mean, obviously people can do what they want, but you always you would think you want to go for the sort of highest quality. So this is what I've got left. Same serial numbers. So I'm going to basically get those. So I'm adding those 2 to the cart. So what's it telling me here? So remember, this is crafting a potion. So I'm not getting the villain now. I'm getting the potion. So this is saying. Yeah, I don't quite know, because I guess it's just sort of reminding me here that I could go and actually create these other ones if I want to go to a marketplace and go and buy some of this sort of stuff. but I think I'm. Oh, this is showing me probably. Is that going to move up and down? Yeah. So this is all the other options. So view my potion cart. So that's what's going to happen. I'm sort of going to get the same. I'm going to get sort of two of the same, I guess. Or two. Yeah. Well, this is what the super villains are going to come out like. I don't know if they look exactly the same. That's sort of the joy of it. I imagine they wouldn't look exactly the same because sort of the point of these is that they are graphically original. Okay, so in order to do this, I have to accept the contracts, the various contracts. So click it there, okay, and then pay the gas, obviously Ethereum transaction. And do the same thing with the Dark Spirit contract. So these are the contracts associated with those two different types of NFTs. And then finally, we're ready to craft our potion. Again, another Ethereum transaction. Okay, so the final thing we see here is that it takes 7 days to do that. So if I wanted to, I guess I could stop the quests in that period of time. I could click on that and then stop them. I don't want to do that. And when these are done, I guess I would select when they are done and then redeem the potions. So that's what's happening. If I go start more quests, obviously there's no more. I've not got any more NFTs, so it's just telling me I have to go and buy them on OpenSea in order to do that. So we can see doesn't look like there's oh I see. So it's actually selecting for me using this using these filters if I want to fulfill those certain sort of recipes, but obviously those have gone, and these are where we are on sort by. So what have we got? Floor price at the moment about just under half an ETH. How many are there? Not quite sure. See if there's activity. I assume people have been buying these in order to burn them. Obviously, over time there'll be less of these around, but not. I mean, not that much. Let's have a look. So we're getting sort of 10 sales a day. I mean, again, this is sort of quite a small. DigiDaigaku is actually quite a small sort of collection. Even at this stage, the Dark Heroes and the spirits are basically a few thousand. So it is not a sort of mass market thing at the moment. And actually quite quickly the price goes up, and suddenly there's not that many. So not actually that many for sale. I imagine maybe some people might be, people who are richer than me might be tempted to sort of buy these up at this level. But anyway, so we will see how that gets on in I guess 7 days time. Thanks for watching.